Cardi B, straight stunning, can't tell me nothing. Bossed up and I changed the game. You see me? It's my big bronze boogie, got all them girls shook. My big fat got all them boys cooked. We're from dollar bills, now we popping rubber bands. Bruno sang to me while I do my money dance. Like, hey, flexing on the gram like, hey, hit that Lil Jon, okay. Oh yeah, we dripping and finesse and getting paid.
Ooh, don't we look good together? There's a reason why they watch all night long. Yeah, I know we'll turn heads forever. So tonight I'm gonna show you off. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Now slow it down for me, baby. 'Cause I love the way it feels when we grind. Yeah, our connection's so magnetic on the floor. Nothing can stop us tonight. When I'm walking with you, I watch the whole room change. Baby, that's what you do. No, my baby don't play. Blaming all my confidence. I'm blaming all your measurements. Shut down on sight. That's right. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know. We out here dripping in finesse. It don't make no sense. Out here dripping in finesse. You know it, you know it. Fellas, grab your ladies if your lady fine. Tell her she don't want for life. Ladies, grab your fellas and let's do this right. Do this right. Like me and mine.
Yeah, we got it going on. Don't it feel so good to be us?
It's the 2K Sports Pregame Show.
Greetings, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports. I'm Ernie Johnson here with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. Our game tonight featuring the New York Knicks as they go up against the Philadelphia 76ers. Checking out the 76ers, they know that great teams win these types of games on the road. They're definitely the better team, and they're looking to show it tonight. It has been an interesting ride thus far. Kenny, some teams really improving after a sluggish start.
Yeah, well, credit the people running those franchises. Always look to improve. That's what you have to do if you're a franchise head. You can't just sit back and say, hey, we're going to accept this mediocrity.
No matter what your record is.
No question.
No, the season is a marathon, not a sprint.
Let me write that one down.
Just keep trusting yourself.
The season is a marathon.
Not a sprint.
Not a sprint.
And then make sure you put Shaqstradamus.
Shaqstradamus.
Did you actually make that up?
Something that was already said many moons
came
ago.
Off the top
I've
of the
never
head.
heard
And you're
that
acting
before.
like it's your original thought.
It is my original
I've never
It's
heard
not
that
a
before.
marathon, it's a sprint. Yeah, get it.
Who said that before? I've never heard that.
Oh.
I got one for you, Ernie.
What's that?
E equals MC tripled.
I've never heard that either.
No, nobody has ever said that either.
Think about it, though.
I've thought about it all I want.
I did the math. It doesn't work.
K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
All eyes are on the Eastern Conference in this game as the New York Knicks play this one at home. Thanks for joining us as we get set to bring you NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. You take a look at the 76ers. No question they've got this game penciled in as a win, but they still have to go out and make plays. They'll look to take an early lead, then try to get this one over early.
And they've had the edge against this team, winning the first two matchups with 4 total on the season. They look to continue that advantage here tonight.
Keep the foot on the gas pedal in that case, Greg. You know what I say. If you can handle that, keep it down, man. Don't let them up. So I'm thinking they're looking for the knockout blow here.
We are nearly ready for the tip-off, but first, let's hear from our very own David Aldridge. DA, it's all yours.
Well, guys, Ben Simmons grew up playing Australian rules football. It may be one reason he's so comfortable attacking defenses and creating. He said, you have to read the defenders, draw them, then get rid of it. Otherwise, you're going to get tackled. Well, that's a foul in the NBA, but I understand his sentiment. Guys?
And David, he is not shy about contact at all. Thanks. Well, we're moving into the heart of the NBA season, Clark. Has chemistry and pecking order in a locker room been set by the coach and by the team at this point of the year?
Yeah, I think with veteran teams, it's pretty well established. But again, the makeup of your veterans is key there. With younger teams, though, I think they begin to – it's a process. It's an ongoing process of figuring out roles and pecking order. So as you get into the middle part of the season, the heart of it, I think the young guys do start to kind of figure it out.
Nice and high.
So Philadelphia will get the first possession. Now a chance, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. The starting 5 on the floor. And so in the game for the 76ers, Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. And it's Butler in at the 3 slot. Moutier. He can't get that one. Chandler with the defensive effort. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Philadelphia 76ers. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And I like watching Simmons go to work down low. I mean, with his length and strength, there aren't many guys that can keep up with him down there.
Whoa!
Talk about bringing it. Really can't let Simmons get going off of these dunks. I mean, his confidence just rises when he slams it down like that.
And that was an Unleash Chaos replay, courtesy of Under Armour, wreaking havoc at the rim. Knocked away and stolen by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
And the 76ers with possession. It's been 8 unanswered points for him. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the 76ers.
They've made the commitment to get out and run, and it's paid off with some highlight reel plays in transition.
You know, another factor in their offense so far has been their ability to convert and score off turnovers.
And that one misses.
And the Australian Simmons is a star in the making thanks to his extremely versatile and high-level skill set and big frame. Still can't get anything going here after 3 tries.
The shot from the low post is good. Simmons got 10.
Defense has no answer for him. I mean, none. They look completely lost. He's been on fire.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the Knicks decide to take their first time out here. Ben Simmons, such a force when catching the ball, moving at the rim. But you know, Clark, he can get there on his own just as well.
Yeah, he's got a great knack for being able to get where he wants to with the ball. His size and strength and agility certainly help him. And he understands angle. This guy is just a jump shot away from being virtually unguardable, in my opinion.
Back to Moutier to end the run. That one's rebounded by Embiid.
Not looking good for him so far. 4 straight misses to start the game.
Here's Chandler. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
And the dunk by Vonleh.
And maybe that'll get them going. They need to find a rhythm.
Yeah, you know, good to see them finally find the bottom of the net, because I think they got to build off of that. You must make that one. Even with the defense present, these are shots you have to finish.
Inside, here's Moutier.
And still trying to find his footing in the league. Moutier must show improvement in his shooting moving forward.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Guys, he's slightly fallen off his pace from a year ago at the line, and those points from the stripe have been a little harder to come by.
The first free throw is good. And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Sixers' strength, Clark, on the offensive end is how many ways they can attack a team.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Deadly in transition because of Simmons' size, speed, and passing ability. And if they don't have something in the initial thrust, Embiid, always an option to go to in the low post. They shoot it well from multiple positions. They've got a lot to like offensively.
Hardaway passes to Moutier. Lets it go from deep. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And Butler, here we go. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And from the opening tip, they've just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Moutier kicks to Cornette. Back to Moutier. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, good awareness there. He sees an opening and doesn't hesitate.
Boy, it's a thing of beauty watching him attack the defense like that. I mean, they wanted no part of him on that layup.
Pass to Hardaway. And Chandler sends it back. Simmons feeling it out a bit. Oh, and the jam by Ben Simmons.
Yeah, pounding it inside once again. They have taken over this game physically.
Schooling them right now. Taking them to the woodshed. Super aggressive and owning the paint.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. And Simmons slams it in.
Aggressive coming out of the gate here, guys. Wow.
Tone setting, that's what I call it. Grabbing this one by the throat early on and then squeezing it hard.
Knicks trail by 16. Now Moutier coming in off a 21-point game, his last outing. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Embiid. And a chance here to take a look at the shooting chart for Simmons.
Well, that is what it looks like when you are in the zone. He's been very efficient with his scoring and is leading the way for his team on offense. With every make, you can see the confidence growing. And I don't think he'll slow down anytime soon.
Moutier passes to Vonleh. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
One shot.
Free throw good, Vonleh. Philadelphia leading by 13. Here's Simmons. Embiid trying to break loose. And it's Simmons. That time on the assist by Chandler.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Yeah, shots falling. Off to a very good start offensively as a result.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. And Wilson Chandler, one of those talented guys who's battled injuries, Clark, throughout his career.
He's one of those guys you love watching play because all he does is try to win and make winning plays. He can give you good minutes, not much of a scorer, but he's a better playmaker and a better wing defender now, too.
Check out the Eastern Conference standings now that we're in the new year. You take a look at the 76ers. They're fourth in the conference and looking to make a move the latter part of the season. And, of course, there's the Knicks just way behind.
And right now for the Knicks, there were fears they'd be one of the NBA's doormats this season. Those fears have turned out to be well-founded.
And, I don't think they need to wait for the offseason to start making some changes. I think they can start the rebuilding process right now.
And it's Simmons penetrating. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. 20 points for Ben Simmons.
Sensing the contact coming and adjusting his shot accordingly. Nice recognition and adjustment by Simmons.
And how about that? What a sensational finish.
Yeah, you got to be able to get some hang time to do that one.
Yeah, to glide in and reverse it home like that, so sweet.
Pass to Vonleh. Back to Moutier. And he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. These players have been dominant on the glass in their last 10 games, leading the NBA in rebounding. Fourth, Joel Embiid.
When it comes to rebounding, it's been a stupendous stretch for him. He's been using his body and strength so effectively.
Vonleh kicks to Moutier. They double him with Simmons. Hardaway with a wide-open look. Offensive rebound. Good. Nice play there from Vonleh.
Much love goes his way. I mean, he refused to give up on the glass. Nice to see him rewarded because of his hustle.
No good from Simmons.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
No one near Moutier as he lets it go. And it's off from three-point range.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
The 76ers with another miss. Hardaway against Redick. Floats one up. Here's Vonleh. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Chandler's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's Simmons for 3. Simmons missing again. Knicks trail by 15. Moutier looking around. Lets it go from 14. Rebound by Joel Embiid. Embiid's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Here's Simmons. Converts on the jumper for the easy 2. Simmons got 24 points.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Moutier with the basket.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Here's Simmons. Hits the front of the rim and out. Here's Knox. And it's Joel Embiid with the rebound.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Here's Knox. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Embiid's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game.
I'll tell you what, the way he's been going this quarter, guys, they're going to need somebody else to pick up the slack.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
The shot by Vonleh, no good.
Oh, you've got to be able to deliver when you get a bunny like that. That's just too easy of a shot to miss.
Shot's good by Simmons.
Tell you what, does not matter what the defense throws his way. The heart of Simmons allows him to play through that, and he's still going to knock the shot down.
Here's Moutier. Vonleh, no good there. So Philadelphia will take it the other way. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one, and probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Yes, that goes in. Simmons got 28.
They're getting on a roll inside. Their last 3 field goals have come from the paint.
And stolen by Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Simmons doing a nice job there mucking up passing lanes and making life difficult for the opposition. And that's a mindset, but also activity and energy display.
Down low, plenty of space. Here's Moutier. Tries yet again. And Butler sends it back. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here.
And Jimmy Butler, you know, something of a quirky character, has a ritual whenever he's at a grocery store of paying the person's bill behind him. Doesn't care if it's 99 cents or 2,000.
It's booming, I'm in my truck cruising, 97 tuned in, the latest news is nuts, new album is ruling, y'all first the nuts, you got a big chance of losing, or confronting the union, so stop fooling yourself, feel these, cause no one's what? No escaping this, no escaping this, worldwide, no escaping, no one's don't be humble, it's better to pull. Believe you eligible, get left like a vegetable. Man, it's crazy and there's no escape.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
A moment here to check out some of the stats for Butler. He's averaging 19 points per game, just over 2 steals and 5 rebounds. And the numbers, while pretty outstanding, I mean, we've now come to expect that from this guy.
Completely in harmony with what his coach is trying to do there. Just a marvelous all-around talent.
The tenacity, the attention to detail, it's why these guys are in complete control.
And you know what, Greg? They are crushing it on both ends. I mean, in total control right now.
Shamet, and he drops it in from the low post.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Took him no time at all on that one.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Here's Embiid, and the dunk by Embiid.
Boy, I like the edge that Embiid plays with. Great at recognizing when he's clear to throw it down on you.
There's a minute 47 left here in the first quarter. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
And quickly, let's look at the numbers for Enes Kanter. 12th in rebounding, and with a top 20 ranking in field goal percentage, you put the ball in his hands, and he converts at a remarkable rate.
And you mentioned how powerful he is on the boards, going full throttle at both ends every play. Really helping his team compete for wins. Back to Embiid. Shoots over Cantor, and the 76ers tack on 2 more.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And, Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
1:19 left to play in the first quarter. Up top, Burke. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against Indiana. Bangs home the trifecta. Trier's got 5 points so far.
Love how Hezonja sets up his teammates, tees them up nicely, and he's all for getting his guys going.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
10 straight points off assists. That's very impressive, and it also makes the game easy and fun to watch.
It's deflected. Butler with the steal. Bolden. Here's McConnell. Draws contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds, and they look strong here in the early going.
Johnson, he's checked in for the 76ers. Korkmaz comes in for Jimmy Butler. And the free throw, no good.
How can you not be a fan of T.J. McConnell if you like grit, tenacity, always ready to help his team? He's a fan favorite because he plays with such a competitive edge, even when most of the time he's outmatched physically. Extremely scrappy and heady. He played his college hoops at Arizona, and he's got a long future in front of him in the NBA.
And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession.
New York ball.
And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Burke. Now the pass to Trier. That one falls coming off Burke's feet. Trier's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Knicks.
And that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit. And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
Bolden. Oh, and the buzzer beater's good.
Great awareness of the clock to end the quarter.
That's just really good clock management there. I mean, that's how you close a quarter.
And that's it for the first quarter in what's been a very lopsided game. 76ers on top, delivering the blowout. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. Frank Ntilikina has established himself as a legit defender. He spoke about his mindset.
Defense is 80% of will and 20% ability. So you try to stop the player in front of you and you try to deny him to score the basket. That's just the challenge, and that's what I love in this part of the game.
A young player with an advanced understanding of defense, and his length gives him an edge.
And his defense is something he enjoys. If he can put it all together at both ends, he's a player you can build around.
76ers ball.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And the 76ers have been rolling along, haven't they?
Just playing suffocating defense. That's been the difference here for them.
You know, Greg, I love watching this team get after it on defense. I mean, they play with a bit of edge and nastiness.
Trey Burke is out there with Trier. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then it's Hezonja. And it's Ntilikina in at the small forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Well, guys, Brett Brown coached this Sixers team through some really lean years. Now, the promise started to show last season, but he said, I don't feel close to the notion that we've arrived. I'm hardened, just doing my job and moving forward. Kevin?
And continuing the process, D.A., thanks. And it's Burke with the ball for New York. They've got the Wizards ahead of them. Their next game in Washington. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip.
If you let him get that deep, This is what you can expect.
He's not only strong as ammonia down there, he's smart as Einstein, too. Poor effort from the defense.
Poke loose. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
And that's how you make a steal count. Turn it into a quick slam at the other end.
It was really a case, it looked like Greg Anthony right there, if I can say so. It was really a case of a great defensive play triggering some instant offense.
Yeah, I remember GA as an irritant. And this guy, much like Greg, creating havoc out there.
And the Knicks making a change here. Dodson's checked in. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. And off target that time from Trier.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
The 76ers shooting their third free throw shot of the game.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%.
And comparing to the numbers of last season, they've made a bit of improvement. So that's some positive momentum they can look to build on.
One shot.
And that one falls for Johnson. We always talk about the need for front court players who can both shoot and defend along the perimeter. Clark, if you're taking that in mind, who would you point to as the prototype for the new school big?
Well, I think the guy with the most potential in that regard is Joel Embiid. I mean, he's agile. He's got a nice touch. He's got three-point range. He's got post-up ability. And I think he can become an impactful defender because of his physical attributes. So he would be the poster guy for me in terms of the potential prototype for the new school big.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Shamet, good. And McConnell gets the assist. McConnell's got 3 assists now in this one.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Here's Trier. It's good from long range. Trier's got 13 points.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
The Knicks have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. And now the 76ers on the break. Shamet drains the wing tray. He's got 13.
You know, when he gets rolling, guys, he can be an absolute handful to have to deal with. And right now, he is rolling strong. That's exactly how you set the table. Great dime there.
Knicks trap. 36. For the New York Knicks, they come in off the loss to Indiana.
Yeah, they gave up in that one. The defense constantly breaking down way too many times.
Yep, and that's not a winning performance. I mean, you got to tighten up the defense moving forward if you're going to get some W's.
Takes the 3. And off target that time from Trier.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Cantor, the pass to Ntilikina. And here is Hazonia. Misses the 3. Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Bolden. And the 76ers tack on 2 more.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Knicks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. Ntilikina kicks to Cantor. Pass to Dotson. And now Philadelphia on the break. Bolden out of bounds. New York takes possession. And if you're wondering where the points are coming from here tonight, here's a breakdown in the scoring between the front court and back court tonight for the 76ers.
And they haven't needed a whole lot of work done inside because of what their guards are doing. It's been an outstanding performance by the fellas in that back court.
Here's Hazonia. sweet little floater.
And being that he's 6'8", Hezonja is really a menace inside. He gets his shot up easily in the paint area.
And a terrific percentage here in the first half. You got to love their rhythm and the flow with which they're playing.
I agree with you. I mean, they just look comfortable out there, taking what the defense gives them and then capitalizing with no real problem at all.
To the middle. It's deflected. Fast break, Philadelphia. Shamet. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Yeah, getting theirs before the defense can set up.
Perfect execution. That's how you take advantage of a transition opportunity.
Knicks have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. He dents the rim with a two-handed slam. Wow.
Oh, dynamic two-hand jam.
And right in the face of the defender.
Yeah, that was a tough, gritty, sandpaper-like finish.
Picked away. Wow, that makes him a perfect 10 for 10, double-digit perfection.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
Johnson with the block.
Excellent defensive commitment that time from Johnson. He's always there and present.
A different look for New York. Knox, he's checked in for Mario Hezonja. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Trier. Reddick against Hardaway. Inside, and Kanter throws it down.
Well, go ahead and just hammer it home, why don't you?
He might not be the athlete that some of the other big men are in this league, but my goodness, he still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket. You know, when you watch Ben Simmons, he has marvelous talent and all-around ability, but sometimes you can easily focus on what he can't do. He's not a great shooter, so teams do back off of him, but still, this guy is an impact player because he sees the floor, he passes it great, he's a terrific rebounder, and he's got a nice motor.
Shooting 2, gentlemen.
And he knocks down the first one. And for Simmons, missing his rookie year due to the injury, but he showed he was worth the wait.
No doubt. And you just don't see players with his skills and his body type come around that often, Kevin. I mean, he started quickly out of the gates and took over the Rookie of the Year award race almost immediately.
Emmanuel Mudiay's checked in for Ntilikina. Good on both. New York's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Now here's Mudiay. 8 points for him.
Well, you cannot forget about the long reach and wingspan of Simmons. I mean, he uses it exceptionally well on defense to come away with block shots.
And he goes big with a dunk right over Mudiay.
And that is a great move off the baseline and a big-time play at the basket.
Agreed. Fantastic reverse dunk. Had to get up high for that one.
Guys, that's exactly the kind of play that can really spark a team to a rally.
The Knicks making a switch here. Cornette's checked in. Mudiay with the ball. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
Being aware there, excellent recognition, fantastic playmaking leading to the nice shot.
Here's Simmons, and he banks in the layup. Simmons got 36.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And when you can outscore your opponent in transition, that's always going to work to your advantage.
Hey, that's a big piece of the pie when you're talking about winning basketball, fast break points. I mean, because most of the time, those are easy hoops.
Pass to Cornette. He feeds it to Mudiay, and he uses the glass on the layup. Mudiay's got 10.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Basket good.
As hot as he's been this quarter, the game plan is simple, folks. Get him the ball and get out of the way.
Three-pointer on the way. But they'll get another chance. Hardaway passes to Dotson. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Hardaway. Dotson's got 4 points this quarter. Simmons inside. Defended by Moutier. And Ben Simmons again.
And I think they're winning because of him. I mean, he's hitting a lot of his shots right now.
And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That's his first foul.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for the Knicks. And the 76ers also making a change. Embiid, he's checked in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Moutier, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the limb.
Trickeration. I like that, partner. That's pretty strong word creation. And you've got to be creative, though, whether you're commentating or hooping, especially when you're going inside.
One shot.
The position of power forward, Clark, that was your position. Did you ever think it would become a major weapon for stretching the floor as it is now?
No, I didn't see that evolution happening. I mean, again, at that time in the 80s, even into the 90s, you had the small forward and the power forward was more of an enforcer. I was actually kind of a hybrid at the time because I could deal inside effectively on the glass and because of my size and strength, but also could step out and put it on the floor and pass it a little bit. So, no, the evolution with the four-man in this day and age, I did not foresee that at all. Love what's happened with it, but it speaks, I think, to the athleticism and skill of these bigger guys now.
It does. Pass to Cornette. No good on the three.
Boy, awful defending, really. But in the end, they dodged a bullet. They can't let shooters get clean looks from outside, though.
Yep, that one goes in there.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of look.
And it's Moutier with the ball. He brings it up for New York. To the inside. It's stolen by Muscala. Redick against Hardaway. And there it is for him. And it's 9 points for J.J. Redick. New York's gotten into trouble with the three ball in the second quarter, only hitting 1 of 5 attempts. To the paint, here's Hardaway. Bucket is good.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
Ben Simmons gets the bucket.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
And, Greg, those looks they're allowing are almost automatic.
The Knicks shooting a sweet 57% clip in quarter number 2. Hardaway with it. Now guarded by Redick. Redick with the double team. It's a hand on it. Rebound by Joel Embiid. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Simmons.
And a chance to check out Joel Embiid here. Over the last month, he has been spectacular. 6th in rebounding, 7th in scoring, and he's also ranked in the top 10 in blocks per game. No trespassing when he's in the lane.
And he's a top 10 rebounder this year for good reason. He's unbelievably driven, and he competes with you for the entire game. Tipped away and stolen by Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And beginning to pull away. Really effective play calling halfway through this one.
Well, you know, you got to give them credit. I mean, they flipped the switch, and they're not looking back now.
Here's Moutier. It's hauled in by the 76ers.
Their game plan needs to change if they're going to get out of this hole because he is just not there offensively.
When he's sprinting down the court like that to the basket, Simmons is virtually impossible to stop.
The Knicks shooting not great, 40% for the game. The pass to Moutier. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. And that's 15 points for Emmanuel Moutier.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
The steal. We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Here's Knox, defended by Butler. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They've lost some of that physical edge here.
The Knicks have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
The Knicks making a switch here. Burks is checked in.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the free throw, no good. And there's so much speculation early in Embiid's career if he would even pan out. It's become clear, Clark, that he was worth the wait.
Well, it was all injury-related in terms of the questions because he sat out his first 2 years in the league with some type of injury. Those injury concerns, really the only reason that people question him. The talent, the size, and you love his personality as well. But this guy has tremendous skills, and he's going to be an all-star for years to come if he's healthy.
Passes it to Knox. Shot clock at 5, so another turnover for Philadelphia. Poked loose. Here's Embiid, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Defense, for me, just hasn't made the commitment to sprint back in transition, and that's why you see such a huge differential in fast break points.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. You want to be aggressive offensively, but at the same time, you need defensive balance so you can get back in transition.
The free throw drops for Embiid.
And, you know, when you watch Embiid, he just oozes with limitless potential. You think about his size and his shooting touch. He can do just about anything he wants to. Tremendous athleticism. If he can stay healthy, I think he can be a dominant player in this league for years to come.
Here's Simmons. Good, he hits again.
And he's up to 52 points.
Yeah, making a GA look all too easy right now. Burke with it. Simmons is there. They get it again. Vonleh kicks to Burke. Second shot opportunity and misses it off the right side of the rim. And here's Simmons for 3. Burke grabs the miss. The tray. And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for Philadelphia. With the points he racked up that quarter, he has broken his season-high scoring mark already. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Kevin, thanks. Here with Jimmy Butler. Jimmy, you have come a long way in this league. When you look at your career now versus when you came in, how different is it?
Much different. I think on the floor, I'm supposed to do a lot more on both ends of the floor. And off the floor, I think it's still the same. People recognize my hair.
Well, it is a unique style, Jimmy. Thanks a lot. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, Hoop fans. NBA Halftime Show on 2K Sports. EJ, Shaq, Jet. Ben Simmons had it going on in the first quarter. He went on an historic scoring frenzy, tallying a ridiculous number of points, 6 steals, and 1 block. And from what we saw so far from the Sixers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
Well, they built this lead in large part because of the sharpshooters off the bench. The subs played a superb game. Get it? Sub, superb. Oh, I'm rolling tonight. I mean, they played like starters.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
Well, one reason they're getting roasted, a.k.a. blown out, poor rebounding. Way too many one-and-done possessions. I don't want to see guys dribble between their legs and shoot. Not enough fundamentals. Hey, box out 101. Maintain position 101. Learn how to play basketball 101. Things like that, Ernie.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Ben Simmons in this game, he's been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Kicking off the second half, here's Brett Brown's five. Chandler and Embiid are together down low. Simmons runs the show with Redick at the 2. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. Knocks the pass to Hardaway. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely. Hardaway has got the first basket of the second half. That one for New York. Simmons. And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And the foul goes against New York.
Sometimes you just have no way of stopping Simmons on the interior. I mean, he's a very skilled player who gets these calls routinely.
He's made 2 of his 3 attempted tonight.
And he didn't do him any favors in their last game. His performance at the line was porous.
Well, it was a narrow loss, and you think about the misses he had from the line, that could have been a different story had he made them. And, fellas, I think you have to like his improvements over his free throw numbers from a year ago. It's not a significant number or a huge amount, but it's improvement nonetheless.
Good on the second free throw. The Knicks shooting about 42% so far. Knocked away and stolen by Simmons. He got it again. Sensational. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Now here's Moutier. D right on him. Pass to Knox. Tries a 3. Moutier with the basket. Moutier's got 18 points in the game. And so here is Philadelphia. And it's Simmons penetrating. It's deflected. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Here's Moutier. He's got 18. Outside Hardaway. A three-pointer off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And what I like about it, Greg, it's been a physical brand of basketball. It's had a little sandpaper element to it. Gritty and rough. But that's how you win games.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession.
And a moment here to check out the numbers for Chandler. How's the last month of basketball been for him? He's around 6 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Now here's Moutier, guarded by Simmons, and there's the call on Chandler. That'll be his second foul of the game. Kicks it to Moutier. There's the 3. And Joel Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And again!
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Moutier. And Philadelphia grabs the miss. Chandler's got rebound number 5 here tonight. And another one falls.
Make that 61 points.
Yep, everything is going his way right now.
And they've just been so comfortable at both ends of the floor. I mean, you'd almost think they're playing at home.
Yeah, and the confidence really at a high level. Very impressive. They feel like this game is theirs, dominating right now.
Here's Moutier, feeds it to Vonleh. And the dunk by Vonleh.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself, couldn't control himself there. Great basketball from him, Kevin. A commanding performance, helping add to the lead this quarter.
And stolen by Simmons.
Oh! And really, Simmons makes it look elementary, simple. I mean, the way he attacks defenses from multiple angles is hard to deal with if you're defending him.
And a terrific bit of chaos there on the replay, presented by the Under Armour Hover Havoc. And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a three-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
The Knicks shooting their 6th attempt at the charity stripe in the game. Korkmaz checked in for Philadelphia.
Shooting one.
Mark, an interesting aspect of the one-and-done controversy. Increasingly, these guys are being asked to take on a big role in the NBA right away.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what? I'm all for guys that have the unique ability and opportunity to play pro basketball out of high school or after 1 or 2 years of college. I would love to see college kids hang around for 2 or 3 years, but that's not realistic for the supremely gifted. But it does put pressure on your teams if you're expecting these young guys to come in and impact winning right away. It takes a little time, most cases, for even really highly talented players to become winning NBA players.
And no doubt about it, in order for them to be successful, he has got to be a catalyst when it comes to scoring.
For New York, they've gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Ntilikina passes to Knox. Three-pointer on the way. New York, no good that time either. The 76ers have gone 9 of 10 on their attempts in the third quarter. That is 90% from the field. What a roll they're on.
And 10 of their last 12 coming off assists.
New York's gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Here's Ntilikina. New York, no good that time either.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the boards has been impressive.
Guys, that's putting it mildly. I mean, they've been absolutely dominant. Yep, he's their leading scorer, Kevin, in this game, and has been the dominant figure today. No doubt about it.
He dishes it to Cantor, and the layup's good off the glass. Cantor's got 6.
You know, that's what you love about Ntilikina. I mean, very unselfish and constantly looking to set up his guys.
And good! There's another.
He is simply unconscious here tonight. Nobody can stop him right now.
GA, the points keep coming, and he's climbing up that scoring ladder. Third on the list, well in sight.
And his scoring tonight has dropped him into the conversation with some of the all-time greats. I'm talking about names like Wilt Chamberlain and Kobe Bryant. Simply amazing what we've seen here.
And the basket by Knox. Knox has got 5 points in the quarter.
And he's really shot the ball well, but it hasn't been contagious.
The baseline J goes back up. Embiid, a beautiful reverse layup.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Ntilikina kicks to Hezonja. Down low. Here's Knox. The shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Pass to Embiid. Outside for Simmons. With the hook shot. Count it.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
And even under pressure in close, I think they've still done a good job maintaining concentration and converting the opportunities.
The pull-up uses the glass that time, and it's good. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the 76ers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end. You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not
good. He hits again.
He has been simply unstoppable.
And he's now third all-time for points in a game. One for the ages.
He surpassed Wilt Chamberlain's less famous scoring mark from 1961, and Kobe Bryant now in his sights.
Looking at who's out there now for the Knicks. Dotson's checked in, and Trey Burke subbed in for Frank Ntilikina.
One shot.
That's good from Simmons. And it's Burke with the ball for the Knicks. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And sometimes it seems the age of interior scoring big men has come and gone. Enes Kanter, one of the rare big men who can dominate a game offensively in the paint, great hands and the strength to create space.
And the 76ers call time here. And you talk about Kanter's inside game, but he's got a solid jump shot.
It looks very comfortable all the way out to 20 feet. I think before long we may see him add a three-point shot to his repertoire. Checking out some stats here for Ben Simmons. A wonderful string of games he's put together here lately. 3rd in assists, 17th in field goal percentage, and don't forget top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. That's good from Kanter. And Kanter drops them both. Philadelphia with the ball. There's the steal. And here we go. Fast break. Burke's got it. And the Knicks miss again.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you.
Hits it again. Wow.
And he is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record book.
That score moving him clearly into second place for most points in a game.
To think that he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100, this is a game you'll be talking about for decades.
Here's Simmons. Here's Johnson. And he makes good on the layup. Johnson's got 5 points so far.
You know, you look at Johnson, he's in that upper echelon when you talk about offensive rebounders, so you've got to account for him.
New York moving the ball around. The shot's good from Kanter.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
Philadelphia's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Here's Trier. He's got 15. And there's the pass to Burke. And the Knicks hit again from deep.
That's the kind of D that you're not going to find success with, guys. They've got to get a hand in the face.
And that one's good, Simmons.
And, you know, he's been their go-to guy. Smart at knowing what shots to take, when to take them. Plays with really a perfect pace.
Now here's Burke. D right on him. Passes it to Hazanya. Trying to find Kanter. Gets it to him. Fires from deep. And again, New York with the triple.
And defensively, you have got to extend to their shooters. They have been on fire this half.
Well, you know, the D just hasn't been there for real. I mean, these shooters are getting any perimeter shot they want. It's a bunch of warm-up jump shots out there.
The 76ers have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Ben Simmons.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And here is Burke. He's got 6. Hezonja on the wing. To the middle. Here's Trier. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. That game is the first and last of their homestand. And McConnell gets it to go.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
Greg, they keep pulling up and watching them go down. It's a really nice thing to see.
And he gets it to go.
He wasn't able to get his name in the score sheet in the first half, but he looks like he's starting to find his comfort zone here.
Johnson, good.
And since they've come out of halftime, they've been extremely poised and very efficient.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, certainly a step up from the first half. They're more engaged, more focused here in this second half, and they're getting good results. Boy, he hit his teammate in the perfect spot. Led him easily to the bucket. That's what you call a room service assist.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
And off target that time from Trier. Shamet. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. 28 points for him.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Here's Trier. He's got 15. To the middle. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
How about battling through the impact there and then willing that basketball in?
Boy, it does your heart good to see that kind of determination in a player. Really excellent focus that time.
Noah Vonleh, he's checked in for Hezonja.
One shot.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Johnson, good.
You know, Amir Johnson is a problem inside, a big, powerful guy who is able to use his size well close to the bucket.
Pass to Trier. We've got 1:23 left in the third.
And how many extra possessions have they gotten because of that rebounding edge?
Well, it's been a bunch, and I think it's made the difference in the game. I mean, they've actually done a great job on the board. And that's an owner's manual possession to get them a good look there, Kevin.
Burke, the pass to Vonleh. Back to Burke, all alone. That shot, no good. And it's Philadelphia the other way. Inside. And out of bounds as the Knicks gain possession. And now a chance to see what's coming up for Philadelphia. On Tuesday, they'll head home and take on the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then on Thursday, they'll begin a road trip starting in Indiana, going up against the Pacers.
And for that matchup with the Thunder, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
For New York, they have knocked down 8 of 9 free throw attempts. I'd say those numbers read pretty well.
Two shots. Relax on the first.
And that one falls for Burke. And the Knicks making a change here. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Timeout called the 76ers.
When I touch down, yes, no, I came for the round, yes, money, nigga mad, depressed, I'm young, black, handsome, and fab, but let's get to the fabulous, you maddest, what you say and what you doing, ain't adding up, do a ring around the squad, but she see me on it, now she can't pass it up, no way, we own it, you looking in the eyes of the chosen, hey, don't know where I'm going, but I'm going, hey, feel good, kick a ride, what's it going, I'm a going touchdown, boom, shakalaka, ooh, eyes on me, I see you watching. Ooh, we do what we want to. Ooh, if it's true, we come through. Ooh, we on it. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. We on it. Ooh, yeah, 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 yeah. Touchdown on the PJ. Last night was a Burma replay. Hiding ready like Caesar's piece of sheep. You know I can't fight the demons. She run her hair through my lies, but she wanna rise now. Love it when you call me Papa.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for McConnell. He's putting up 6 points a night, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And he's very steady with that second unit, running the offense and getting them into their sets.
Right. I mean, your backup point guard simply has to hold the fort, maintain the status quo, share the basketball, and minimize mistakes.
Johnson hits in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
You're exactly right. It's been all good at one end, and let's be diplomatic and just say not so good at the other end. Well, I think the defense got really lucky there. I mean, you can't afford to give up wide open shots from deep.
Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Johnson's got 11 points in the quarter.
That's as good as it gets right there. Beautiful reverse layup in traffic.
Knocked away. To the paint. Vonleh kicks to Moutier. Dishes it to Cantor. The basket good off the assist from Moutier. Moutier's got his 8th assist in the game. Good if it goes. No good. And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers with a huge lead at the break. Safe to say there's no catching them today. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Well, clearly he's the guy that stirs the drink for him, and that's how he does it, with his dynamite passing skills.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Philadelphia's gone 4 of 8 tonight from three-point land, shooting 50% on the 3-ball here. We've got Lee, Hans Thomas out there with Vonleh. Then there's Burke, and it's Cornette in at the 5. That's the 5 for New York right now.
2 shots.
He's off on the first. We're hearing more players and coaches express their political beliefs, their social concerns, trying to, in a positive way, affect change, Clark.
And Kevin, I applaud it, respect it, admire it, and can't get enough of it. As long as players and coaches are well informed about that, which they talk about, and most of the NBA guys are. And I think it's important that wherever we are in life that we use our platforms to express our views. That's part of what being a citizen of this country is about. So I don't think you necessarily compartmentalize your life. If there are issues that are dear to you, that you want to speak out on and educate yourself about, then you use your platform for that purpose while performing your job, which just happens to be playing NBA basketball or coaching NBA basketball.
Lee kicks to Cornette. Knocked loose. Shoots from the elbow. Thomas gets a wide open look. And the three off target.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
Here's McConnell. And you know that's going to be goaltending, guys. So that's a free basket right there.
Just barely too late and catches it on the way down. He's already in the air there, committed, so can't fault him for going for the block.
New York's gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. Tipped away. Now here's Burke. He's covered by McConnell. Free throw line jump shot. Burke can't get it to go.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
And McConnell gets it to go.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Vonleh, the pass to Burke. They need this. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Johnson's got 7 rebounds in the game. A beautiful reverse layup.
And that pattern continues, guys. Another heat check, another log on the fire.
Well, they're scorching right now. I mean, the defense has to be concerned. Nothing they're doing is stopping this run.
Thomas, that's good.
Always enjoy solid, good passing. Easily setting up his teammate. Does not get any easier than that.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession. Ntilikina, he's checked in for Noah Vonleh. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Ntilikina kicks to Lee. Pass to Burke. Where you look at player contracts today, Clark, a little different from the one after you signed your rookie year. What, 4 years and $1 million? Do I have that right?
Yeah, you got the numbers right, Kevin. And, you know, I look at that as all relative. How about the guys who played way before me?
Right.
And they were traveling on trains to games and were working jobs during the summer. I mean, it's all a function of the revenue generation of the league, which has grown exponentially. Since I played, we were part of the group that actually saw the first salary cap instituted in the early 80s. So growth is part of what we see now in players' salaries, and I'm all for the guys to get what they deserve from that standpoint.
And Philadelphia making a change here. Chandler's checked in. Timeout called the 76ers.
Knicks fans, these are your Knicks City dancers. Go on and give it up.
And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Thomas finds Lee. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet.
Hey, you could sink these with your eyes closed or blindfolded. So close, so deep inside. Great bucket.
Here's Milton, and he banks in the layup.
And some guys just have a nose for scoring, and this one couldn't have been any easier.
Yeah, that was actually no defense at all there, Greg. I mean, layups don't come any easier than that. I mean, they're piling it on now.
Here's McConnell. Milton covered by Lee. Count that bucket.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
You know, the defense, Greg, has really been kept off balance because of the outstanding passes. 4 straight field goals have been made off an assist.
And guys got careless with the ball there, and the turnover leads to the big stuff.
Once he came upright with the steal, he went straight on the attack.
That's exactly the way to do it, too, Kevin. Go hard to the bucket and don't let them set up the defense.
To the inside. Chandler with the block. And they're pushing it up. And the shot goes in.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Lee outside. Now the pass to Ntilikina. Nice D from Chandler. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Here's Milton. It's hauled in by Cornette. For New York, they've gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. To the paint, Lee. An easy 2 points on the layup. Lee's got 6 points in the quarter. And so it's McConnell with it. They'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And it's the Knicks with the ball. Here's Cornette. He kicks it to Burke from outside the arc. No good.
That's unacceptable shot selection there, Kevin. I mean, why on earth did he think that was a good look?
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And the foul goes against New York. With social media providing instantaneous news, Clark, players have to really watch what they say now. I mean, before they hit the send button.
Yeah, you got to pause before you peck, and you got to pause before you post. That's one of the things I would tell.
Well said.
That's what I would tell guys when I was talking about this landscape that they're in. Heavily scrutinized, and to the NBA players' credit, they've done a great job with social media. They're very visible. They're very accessible. They're well connected to the community through their platforms. But you do have to exercise some caution in how you go about your social media profile.
Mario Hezonja's checked in for New York. No luck that time either.
A versatile forward with a really nice, well-rounded all-around game. I mean, Chandler plays with great energy on both ends of the floor.
Shots good by Lee.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Here's Muscala. Lays it up off the glass.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
Out of bounds, New York takes possession.
Bad turnover, plain and simple. No other way to describe it. I mean, he just threw it out of bounds.
The Knicks making a switch here. Dotson's checked in. The 76ers also with a sub. Korkmaz is checked in. For New York, they've gone 7 of 15 from the floor here in the fourth, right around 46-47%. Thomas kicks to Cornette. Passes it to Hezonja. New York, no good that time either. Philadelphia's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Banked in off the glass.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
Picked him clean. Pass to Chandler. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
Wilson Chandler's a real baller now. I mean, even when you try to get physical with him, this guy handles that beautifully. He's capable of still overpowering you.
Trier, he's checked in for the Knicks.
1 shot.
Free throw good, Wilson Chandler. Clark, it always seems the coaches get fired a lot, and there's kind of the rotating names there, but the GMs who hire them stay in place. What's your take on that?
Yeah, you know, it's fairly complex, Kevin. I don't know if we have enough time to delve in it effectively here, but my initial feeling is every circumstance is a little different, and sometimes it's a little easier to move the coach than the general manager for whatever reason. But there should be more accountability for GMs, not just for who they draft, but also who they hire as coaches. So I'm mixed, but I kind of understand why sometimes the coach is a little more readily expendable.
And Hezonja gets it to go.
Boy, you got to really get into Hezonja's airspace because he's looking to pull as soon as that ball hits his hands.
And it's out of bounds. The Knicks will take it the other way. Here's a look at what's coming up for New York. On Thursday, they'll go up against Bradley Beal and the Washington Wizards. And then on Monday, they'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder.
And for their matchup with the Nets, they'll need to be at their best for this contest. Anything short of excellence, and they'll be in for a rough ride.
Boy, good job firing the pass inside there. I mean, all his teammate had to do was catch and finish.
Shamet, but they get it back. From deep. Kept alive. Cans it from downtown.
And they've gotten very aggressive on the offensive glass here in the second half, getting a lot of second chance points.
Here's Hezonja. Tried to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Fires from the corner. Here's Muscala. Banked in off the glass.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Here's Cornette, and that one is hammered home.
Ooh, just powered it down with both hands. You know he's not going to mess that one up.
Oh, no, not this fella. He is a superb finisher.
Yeah, near the hoop, he's an absolute monster.
Here's Ntilikina. Pass to Hezonja. Cornette kicks to Dotson. No good with the triple. And here's Chandler, who brings it up for Philadelphia. Shamet. Here's Muscala, and he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time, the whistle blowing. New York called for the foul.
Mike Muscala at the line for two.
Shooting two.
And the first one drops. One of those ongoing discussions about adding a fourth referee, Clark. Would that help us, you think, call the game more accurately?
No, it would just crowd the court more.
Right.
I mean, come on, what are we talking about here? There's a human element to everything we do. Calls are going to be missed. We've grown and gotten better in highlighting different aspects of calls, being more transparent about it. The video replay, I think, has been more good than bad in the game. There are going to be mistakes. You make them, I make them, the referees make them, coaches make them, players make them. We can't totally eliminate the human element of the game. A fourth official would not add to the ability to get more calls right. They're getting 94, 95% of them right now. You think another official is going to move the needle? Come on.
And guys, that's his game. I mean, battling in the paint and cashing in on those second chance opportunities.
And Greg, cashing in hard. I mean, man, oh man, he puts an exclamation point on that dunk.
Yes.
Guys, that's the only way he knows how to do it. Soft, I don't even think is in his vocabulary.
Now, here's Burke. He's covered by McConnell. Hezonja, the pass to Cornette. Here's Dotson. That three off the mark. Chandler right side. The Knicks pull it in. Now Burke. We've got 1:55 left in the fourth quarter. Good on the triple. Dotson's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Tell you what, it does not matter who's shooting. The defense has got to be better at getting a hand up on long-range shooters. You've got to challenge the shots. And that's how you move the basketball. Awesome passing leading to the bucket.
And there's a minute 45 left in the fourth. Here's Trier. Can't hit from 12.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
The rebound by Hezonja. Hezonja's got his 6th rebound on the night.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the 76ers.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And now, on the year, this will take them to 28 wins.
And once they polish off this win, they'll be one more victory away from sweeping the season series.
And this isn't one of those mini-series either. I mean, this is a 4-gamer. As hard as it is to beat a team 3 times in a row, it's even harder to do it 4 straight.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Ben Simmons.
He was extremely efficient offensively, got good looks, and really knocked down big shots all game long. This is not the team we've been watching for most of the night.
Well, hopefully they can ride this momentum into the next game, because this one is over. Fine.
There's the pass to Trier. Count it.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
I could not say it any better, showing you some real focus, taking it inside against the bigger man.
At the line for the 76ers, Mike Muscala. 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
That's good from Muscala. Both shots good from the stripe. 27 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Dotson kicks to Ntilikina. Passes it to Burke. Hezonja finds Burke. Back to Hezonja. Shot clock at 6. It's stolen, and Philadelphia calls time here. They're in front. 7 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. What do you think, guys?
You know, this is a timeout maybe just so they can pat each other on the back, because no other reason to call it.
Well, they're really just being conservative, making sure they don't make any last-minute mistakes, I guess. I mean, I have no idea. No idea.
And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, Ben Simmons.
And what an amazing ball game we've seen from him. It's been a one-man show worth the price of admission all by itself. There wasn't anything he couldn't do on that court tonight.
Their previous 2 games have been losses, so something had to change to get them going again, and he provided that spark, giving them a huge jolt of energy. Here's McConnell. Shoots over Burke, and McConnell gets it to go.
Tremendous effort here on the road. That plane ride home is going to be sweet.
No doubt about it, partner, but unfortunately, the flip side of that coin, the drive home for the hometown fans, going to be rather flat.
So it's Philadelphia winning this one easily. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Jimmy, you have become a star in this league, big part of the team. Have those expectations put more pressure on you individually?
No pressure. I think I'm gonna do what I do each and every night. I'm not gonna play well every night, but I just gotta focus on me, this team. Can't worry about the outside influences.
A real leader, Jimmy. Thank you for your time. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.